Hello, everyone. I'm coming to you from San Diego, and Susan is coming to you from Sedona. And this is our first time trying this, and we're trying to figure out how the energy in Sedona is and how the energy in San Diego is. And it's very interesting because we want to talk to you about the difference, the patterns of the weather that we're having in San Diego and in Sedona, and also what the energy feels about. So we're going to start. So let's talk about Sedona.
Well, over the weekend, it was once again one of those bumpy rides where you just have to be able to ride the energies and the frequencies. I was going from a wonderful place, a lovely place, and then I fell out of enchantment at some point, and I noticed immediately that the anger would show up where it hadn't been before. So it's been a bumpy ride over the weekend. How was
Yeah.
your weekend?
My weekend, it was interesting because all around me is that energy that you're talking about. It's all this frustration. It's been a lot of people having a lot of anger issues. For me, it's been more of like, I'm in a big city and I really don't enjoy that. I like the smaller city and the safety that we have in Sedona. And I know that's not good for a lot of us because not everybody has it. But in Sedona, we kind of feel the energy. And if we feel like not participating to the outside world, we can go back in. But in the big city, anything that you do, it's at least 20 minutes away. It's nothing like in Sedona that is everything, 5 minutes away. So for me, that's also a frustration, being in the highway and having all these cars and all this energy and in malls and people, and it's just a lot. And lines just to get coffee. So that's also frustrates me.
Yeah, yeah, it's I had the same thing. It was the waiting. It's the waiting that always puts me in that place. I'm obviously working on being patient, and so I'm thrown off balance anytime I have to do one of those tasks that requires patience on my part.
Yeah, and sometimes we our timings can be a little bit different than other people's. So it's an interesting when we have to play with that timing of people and what's going on, because my birthday was on the 16th, and that was on a Friday, and then Saturday, no, that was on a Saturday, sorry, and then Saturday there was like really not this celebration energy, but then Friday for me was celebration and Sunday was for me celebration. Saturday on my birthday wasn't. So I felt like I celebrated my birthday before my birthday and then after. So it's also, again, we have to deal with patience and people and stuff that is around us. So we cannot have everything that we want right away. And I think that's what's going on right now. Also for
It
me.
is that timing, exactly what I was saying is the timing. So when you're not in the timing that you're used to, that amazing energy flow, and that's when you really notice it because you're not in sync with your timing. Yeah.
Exactly. And also, just wanted to let you know about the weather. Here has been like absolutely bad weather for San Diego, purposes. That has been so, always nice and sunny and mild. Here it's cold and raining. It's been raining almost every day. Thank God today I'm sitting outside, as you see, and we do have nice sunny weather. But if you're not in the sun, it's like Sedona. In the shade, it's cold. So it seems interesting that we're having kind of similar patterns, and the
Yeah.
patterns in the world is changing everywhere, not just in Sedona or in San Diego.
Yeah. And we've just finished up with a minor snowstorm. A much larger one is coming in on Thursday through Friday. We're supposed to get the 13 inches of snow. And so it's been very interesting for me to watch the people that are trying to get out of Sedona before this occurs, and the people that are trying to get back into Sedona before this occurs, because it's going to be some type of lockdown where we will not be able to get out of our houses. So there won't be traveling back and forth. So whatever this event that's going to hit Sedona on an energetic level, it's very important for people not to be here and certain people to be here. So I've been watching this interesting influx and outflux, like who will be here, who won't be here. And Sedona is in a bit of a cauldron. We're surrounded by the red rocks, but we're down in a bit of a cauldron. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly this energy field is that's coming through that is asking for certain people to be here and certain people not to.
Well, I'm going to try to get back in. And if she wants me in, we'll be in there tomorrow.
Please come back. Yeah, so we'll see on our report next week if we have a tale to tell as far as what happened during this lockdown.
Yeah, it feels like that. And I wasn't in the first lockdown, which was the first of the year. I wasn't there. I was in a different snowing place, and I was in Utah, and it was snowing there a lot also. But let's see if I can make it to this one, and that will be very interesting to see what the download is and what the new messages that we're going to receive for what's happening. And also we having the full moon, and this is a very powerful full moon. So let's see. Things are shifting and changing all around us, and we just have to have the patience and not to and to go with the flow, because it's not about our timing, it's about the universal flow that we got to go as humans and as human beings.
Absolutely. I do think as humans, we are being recalibrated
I agree.
to a different timing mechanism. And so that may very well be what's going to happen over these next several days is that recalibration on a cellular level.
No, I agree with that. And I've been feeling it deep into my body. I can see, my food intake is changing, whatever, just the way I'm going out there, walking or whatever. I can feel it in my body. There's a big shift. And I think there was also a big cleansing happen on Friday
Yeah.
on my body. It was like a big, 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 huge release in my body. So I can
No, I
feel
mean,
it.
there's lots of stuff going on and it's going to vary for each individual, but just know that there's something very large, massive that is coming through the fields at this point. And as we've talked before, Sedona, because of its magnetic vortexes, typically gets it ahead of time. So that's what we're saying.
Exactly. So we just want to leave you with that note. I just want to say Chandi is feeling so much better. She travels with me and she's in perfect health. And after what happened, maybe we had to leave Sedona a little bit just to recalculate ourselves.
Yeah.
But we're much better now. So thank you, Susan, for for us doing this. It's so much fun. Even if we can do it from everywhere in the world. If we can, send it out, we'll try that. Because anyway, so that's all. We just want to let you know. Thank you, and we will report to you next week how we felt and what happened, and if I made it back to Sedona.